Welcome back, everybody, to D5 Questing. This is Jacob. I've got the whole gang here. We're going to try something new for you. And hopefully this works out good so we can keep recording throughout these world events. Everybody say hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey. Hola.
Reed, do you have a word of wisdom for us?
Not during these troubled times.
Okay. That's wisdom enough.
Stuff is real.
Stay inside.
Don't
Stay
eat yellow
inside, wash
snow.
your hands.
Don't eat yellow snow. Thanks,
So-
Canada.
Oh.
Someone had to say it.
So everybody is recording on their own computers, and I want you to know that we are maintaining social distancing practices for the most part. So everybody's 6 feet away from each other, anyways.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Shh, whoa, God.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I mean,
Added
there
a
we
couple
are.
of zeros on there for me.
Spoiler.
Oh yeah, John's definitely got a couple zeros.
6 million, 6,000 feet. He's a mile away.
Oh no.
All right, so this episode takes place thousands of years before current events. Think back during the time of Eliberar's conquest. Okay, everybody has different characters than what they're normally playing with, and so the characters that you've grown to love, like Torvo and Ravioli, are they haven't even been thought of yet. That's how far back we're going. Thousands of years. And this party is escorting a dwarf by the name of Mishkin Stonecutter to a dwarven village. Go around, everybody, and just say what your player or what your character's name is, and also what class they are.
Okay, so this is John. I'm playing Ezrin. I am a wizard, human.
Okay.
This is Jake. I am playing Wrinkles, and he is a goblin alchemist.
This is H. I am playing, Davron. I am a human fighter.
And this is Reed, and please, come on, Mordax is everyone's favorite. We all know that.
More decks.
Back off, we all know it's Durfee.
And anyway, I'm playing Marciel. I'm an elf rogue. Female
And-
elf rogue. This is our first female in the group, so let's see what happens.
Speaking of females, we have a fifth player with us tonight. She'll be joining us in a little bit. Her name is Alice. She's one of our top fans. Thank you for being with us. She will be playing an NPC for this episode. So when you're at home listening to this episode, go ahead and give her a warm round of applause and thank her for being here. So, with that, you are traveling with Mishkin Stonecutter. You've been hired to protect him on his journey back to Stoneform Village. Now, if you're listening to this at home, you know that Stoneform Village is where our questers are currently trying to break out anyways. And so in this episode, Stoneform Village is run by the dwarves and hasn't been turned over to the elves quite yet. Your party has been together for quite some time, and you rely on H's character, Davron, as kind of the natural leader. You all know each other and trust each other with your lives. You've been with Mishkin for a few weeks now as you've traveled down from the Vestrels. You don't know too much about the item that he carries, other than it's a large emerald, about the size of your fist. So different for everybody, I suppose. But you do know that they worship the green dragon, and they've been working for years and years on creating this immaculate statue to the green dragon, and this emerald that he carries is to be used as one of the eyes. So, with that, welcome to our one-shot.
This episode is brought to you by Never Give Up. Never stop trying to exceed your limits. We need the entertainment.
Oh man.
Oh,
So
It was
we find
appreciated.
Fitting for a one shot.
fitting for a one shot. We find ourselves, like I said, coming down from the Vistrels, which are mountains. You don't have to look at the world map right now because I know none of you have it pulled up. But if you're listening to it at home, go ahead and pause and find out where that is. You're traveling down from the Vistrels, but you're headed towards a peninsula on the northern side of the Wishode Sea. Suddenly, you see a mountain up ahead in the distance. You kind of come up around this curve, and you see a mountain with a cliff and a waterfall coming down out of it. And Mishkin exclaims, there it is, lads and lass. Here we are. We're almost home, finally. We've been traveling for weeks, and I can't believe I get to show you the statue that we've been working on since I was but a lad, a small child. And we finally are bringing one of the final pieces, an emerald eye. I'm excited to show you the progress that we've made. I'm excited to show you the statue, and I'm excited to have you meet everybody, and we'll sit down and have a drink together and laugh about all of our good times. And as he kind of goes on and starts explaining and like being excited about almost being home, everybody roll perception.
I just got a 23.
What are we adding to it? Forgot. I'm
It
sorry.
says
It
perception.
should be right at the top.
It's right
where's my
there.
perception?
Woohoo.
I got a 26.
It's a 20.
I wasn't the worst.
No.
Wow. Just one sec here. Yeah, that's going to be a 17.
Mauricio, what did you roll?
She got a 23.
20? Wow. Maybe you should stick with her. For the record, everybody's playing with a 5th level player. I provided these for them, so we're unhinged at this point. So as Mishkin is very excitedly going on and talking about, inside jokes that you guys are all a part of, and in his home and the statue that they've been working on in the village for years and years and years, all 4 of you notice a band of kobolds sneaking up, apparently not very well. Everybody roll initiative.
We can't even
wait.
talk with these kobolds. We're automatically just killing kobolds on sight.
I suppose if you want,
Fantastic.
roll initiative.
Wow. Like diplomacy initiative, can I?
Sure.
I have abilities here that I can use.
Oh.
Scout warning.
Working. I should have read the sheets before I handed them out.
Haha.
I visually or audibly warn my ally. I have Scout's warning. So I'm going to warn everybody that there's danger, and we all get a +1 circumstance bonus to our initiative rules.
Well played. Well played.
Nice. Well
How
done.
are they running up on us?
Oh, it's an ambush.
So, like from all sides?
Yeah. And there's a bunch. There's a gaggle.
So, I mean, I
Gaggle
have
of
to
them.
roll pretty high on diplomacy.
How far
You
are they away?
They are ranging between 25 and 100 feet.
Oh, okay.
So like an army gaggle?
There's probably 10 or so.
Because I'm going to be real, I can speak their language.
Speak away. Let's roll that initiative. Let's see if you're the first one to talk.
All right, well, my diplomacy initiative, right, is 25.
Oh my gosh.
Ezrin,
Ezrin rolled an 8.
well done.
Plus 1 is 9.
Don't forget
Oh,
that
yeah,
+1.
9. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, shoot, see, 26.
Scout's warning. Oh, 21
21. Man,
with a
man.
natural 20.
Davron,
Also a 9.
well done.
It's amazing.
right.
Amazing, guys. I am not rolling bad. I am
Okay.
not the worst.
Wrinkles, you have the lead.
Fantastic.
Hey, whoa, hey there, guys. What you after?
That was amazing. I'm sorry. I was not expecting that. Do your other voice.
Fantastic.
Do
He had
you
to do
want
it.
the voice? All right. Now that was
He had
me
to do it.
translating
That
through
was in Cobalt.
Goblin.
Yeah, that was in Cobalt.
Yeah, I apologize. Let me do that in Cobalt. Oh, hey there, gang. What's going on?
All right. So are you going to try anything other than just a hearty hello?
Well, no, yeah, of course. It's just, I wanted to start this off amicably, right? Give them time to respond.
Good morning.
Hey there, guys. Can everybody just chill out for a second? Let's everybody calm down.
Go ahead and roll diplomacy.
Again. Okay, that's not a problem.
'Cause
That's
this
not
is
a
your-
problem.
The first one was initiative. This one's your actual diplomacy check. Rolled on the floor. Automatic fail.
Actually, I have a feat. I'm just
All right.
I've got a feat.
That's going to be a 24.
Nat 20.
Great. That's not how it works in Pathfinder.
That's how it works today.
That's how it works today.
We kill you! You trespass! We kill you!
That's how they
what
sound.
say. That's what they say in response. So, Mauricio, you have the floor.
Oh, that's right. I am next, aren't I? Well, I do a quick draw, and I pull up.
Mauricio the Bowl.
No, see, we're not like it's not like that. How dare you? Okay, I'm gonna draw my short bow and shoot, and that's all one action because I have quick draw.
Okay,
So here we go. I'm shooting at the nearest one to us.
perfect.
Okay. Sorry, there's like a bunch of new stuff here. 29.
29. All right, that is a hit. Roll for damage.
Okay. Ooh, how much is a hit though?
How
'Cause-
much of a hit?
Yeah, I mean, like, how much did I beat their Constitution by?
You beat it by a lot. More than
Okay.
10, so that's a crit.
Okay.
crit.
All right, so I add a D10 to that.
Sweet.
Ugh, 5? That doesn't make sense. Okay, 5.
You hit it straight in the head, and it falls down dead. Well done. Well done. And we are going to go to Mishkin now, who pulls out a enchanted pickaxe.
Excuse me, I have 2 more
I'm
actions
sorry.
left.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Welcome to Pathfinder.
Thank you. It's been a minute.
I am going to shoot the next one. Ooh, not so good. 19. Nope,
Okay.
20.
That is a hit.
Not a crit, though.
Not a crit.
Okay. 4.
You also hit that one, and it falls down lifeless.
Okay. And for my last one, and this is now minus 10, right?
My final trick, correct.
Ooh. This is going to be bad. Sorry. 2, 4, 16, minus the 10, 6.
Miss. There's a miss.
Okay.
Hey,
Is
but
it a
you took out 2 of them. That's good. That's good.
Is it a crit miss at all?
No, you'll be all right. You'll be
Okay.
all right. All right, so now it's Mishkin's turn. Mishkin pulls out an enchanted pickaxe, and he raises it above his head, and he says, "You fool, kobolds! This is Kobold's Bane. You cannot defeat me and my party." And he yells out a roar, kind of a. Now everybody on your side gets a +1 to their attack and a +1 to their damage.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Just throwing them out. Just throwing them out. Okay.
Ba-na-na-na.
It's like a dwarven lord.
Erzin,
to the
Ezrin, it is your turn.
Ezrin. Okay, well, I'm going to target the nearest one, and I'm going to cast spell Magic Missile.
Okay.
And I'm going to actually concentrate it on it So
Yes.
We
I'm going
finally
to shoot
have
2
one.
bolts of magic missile.
Okay.
Magic missile.
I think it's
Well,
magic
I'm
missile.
sorry. Okay, and that's going to be magic missile at 1d4 plus 1 of 4s.
Okay.
So that's going to be 5 for the first one, and 3 for the second one.
All right, so they hit. Magic missile hits automatically, doesn't it?
Yes.
So they hit automatically and knock out one of the kobolds dead.
Okay, and then for my third action, I am going to use a nice little handy move I have. Where's it at here? I just had it. Forgive me.
Forgiven.
Doesn't exist. Done.
Best spell weapon. Recent action for a non-cantrip spell I can apply to my weapon. So I'm going to use the magic missile spell and apply that to my weapon for the next round.
Okay.
That's my third move. Thank you.
Davron, you're up. You have the floor.
Okay.
The battlefield.
So I'm pulling out my shield and my sword, and I'm taking a swing at one.
Okay.
Am I close enough?
You can run up to one of them. Yeah.
That's my third action then. Nope. I'm just pulling out my sword.
Okay.
Kind of just
I'll pull up,
happening.
pull up my sword, walk up, and then
Finish
I
your
will.
lunch.
Yeah. Just watch. No. Anyway, here we go with the sword.
Hey, gang.
Now, because this is your third action, but your first attack, you don't take the penalty.
Right.
So
But I still get the bonus.
you still get a +2, I believe, is what it is now.
Yeah. 20. No, is it a +2 now?
I believe so.
That makes that a 20, 23
Michigan,
then.
One from Mauricio. And
23.
23 is a hit.
All right. Sorry, math.
It's hard.
13.
13 does a lot of damage. You go up and slice one of the kobolds right in half. Well
Makes
done.
sense. Makes sense.
Gruesome.
Gruesome indeed. Blood is spurting out. So, upon seeing Kobold's bane and the absolute slaughter that your party has done, the remaining kobolds immediately turn heels and flee. Mishkin says, "Yeah, don't let them bother you, lads. That happens occasionally when we get this close. I should have warned you. I apologize. You handled it all like bros. Let's continue on. Let's continue on." So,
Well, that was eventful for sure.
Wrinkles is feeling great.
So Ezrin is going to look at him. Are those kobolds still within 500 feet by now? They should be, eh?
they
Oh, no.
are. And Rankles, I apologize. I totally skipped you. Apologies.
It's cool.
Is there something that you'd like to do as they're running away?
No, Wrinkles is hopeful. He's all right.
So I do apologize. It makes sense. Jake turned around and looked at me like, "What the heck?" And I was like, "It's fine. You'll see what's happening." And he trusted me. That was the last time he trusts me.
Yeah, right.
Everybody out there is probably just irate. at me.
Well, how far are they away?
How far away do you need them to be? They're close enough to do whatever you want to do.
Is there one within 30 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
There's one left within 30 feet.
Okay, that's all I wanted. I want to throw an acid flask on him.
Okay.
I just want to watch him melt.
Okay. Roll that sweet throw.
This is what happens when you besmirch my kindness.
He's picking up a can of soda to throw at me as an acid flask.
Well, it wasn't nat 20, so
Okay. All right.
I mean, we can add the 11 onto that if we need.
So, the kobold that was closest to the party turns around to make sure that nobody else is following, hits him square in the face and shatters him, melting his face off. All that remains is just his little skull as he collapses to the ground dead.
Okay, while he's collapsing and his face is melting, Wrinkles goes over with his instruments real fast just to measure how rapidly the melt is happening. for his own research.
That's awesome.
Look.
Yeah, he pulls out a notebook and a charcoal pencil.
Davron turns over to Wrinkles and goes, "Though that was entertaining, it was not necessary, Wrinkles."
They besmirched my kindness.
Fair enough.
This is where we're going to start off. We're just going to do these guys from now on.
Ezrin is going to go over by Wrinkles there, and he's going to observe the acid effect.
This voice is easier for me than Torvo's.
I love this. Okay. So you guys continue on, following Mishkin up closer to the cliff, and you come across this shallow cavern where he keeps talking about the entrance, but all you see is just a solid stone wall. Mishkin turns to you and says, Not to worry. We have the magic of the green dragon on our side." And he pulls out his enchanted pickaxe, feels the wall, taps it, and it opens up, revealing the entrance to this cave system. You guys follow him in?
Oh yeah, of course.
Follow.
Yeah.
Got to protect him.
Okay.
Oh, can you make that sound as it closes? Excellent.
Don't.
Closes behind you, and he pulls out. He points to kind of like a spot where, like, you know how people used to have umbrella holders for their umbrellas when it was raining. It's kind of like that, but full of torches. And he's like, "Yeah, take a torch if you need one." And everybody that takes a torch, he lights it up.
I'm good.
Okay.
Ezrin is gonna grab a torch.
Yeah, so is Davron.
So you guys grab torches, and as you light them up, you see on the walls a bunch of encouraging messages written in mostly Dwarven, but some of them are in other languages. And he turns and says, "It's customary for those entering and exiting to take time to write a hopeful message for any potential Dwarven travelers who venture out." And he kind of indicates that you guys should follow suit. It's things like "good luck out there" and "may your pickaxe be sharp" type thing.
Where are we writing these messages?
On the wall, so you're kind of carving them in.
Ah, okay.
Ezrin's gonna carve in a message. May your enemy's stone chip and shatter.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
I pull out a flask and dip it over a brush and paint on the wall that "may your enemies never find cover," and it slowly breaks apart the wall in exactly the same way.
Nice. Reed, I don't think we can hear you. I can't hear
Yep.
your audio.
I don't know exactly what's going on.
There he is. He's back.
Hey, welcome to the program, Reed. Glad to
Hey.
have you.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Am I
Yes.
good? Am I in?
I hope you came up with something good.
He's back.
Oh, I did. I definitely did. I'm gonna write. Until you spread your wings, you'll never know how far you can walk.
Okay. Davron.
Itch when it scratches. Scratch where it itches.
That's perfect for a couple of dwarves.
But I'm an elf. I'm a human.
Michigan looks at you four inquisitively and says, "Well, if it's hopeful for you, I'm sure it'll be hopeful to somebody else."
All right, we'll move along.
Come along. We're almost home now. So, after traveling for a few hours, you eventually give up all hope of being able to traverse the caverns and tunnels out, entirely placing your fate into the hands of Mishkin's memory. Most of the caverns blend together in a haze of damp stone and stale air. However, there are a few that stand out to you. One of those in particular is a giant cavern, and as you are walking through on this path, then some of you feel what almost feels like rock or dust falling from the ceiling. And as you look up, you see the ceiling just crawling with bugs. Bugs about the size of your fist just crawling around in there. There are millions of them up on the top. Mishkin kind of looks at him and chuckles a little bit and then throws a rock up at him. And they start to scatter all over around you. And as they all around you, flying and buzzing, you feel lighter a little bit as you continue your way through the cavern. Kind of fun, isn't it? It shouts back over the din of the buds. So
Quite beautiful indeed.
So you leave that cavern and you continue on again, hopelessly lost, trusting in Mishkin's fate, or trusting your fate in the hands of Mishkin's memory. The trick is to trust your instincts. For example, I'm almost entire. I know we're almost exactly halfway there to the village when I can't hardly walk another step, which, ironically enough, is right now. Everybody roll another perception check.
Oh my gosh.
All the fans said they want more rolls.
I'm just saying. This character.
Ezrin is 17 again.
It's a nat 1, but it turns out to be 11.
Wow.
23. 25.
I got 3 and I only got 10, so I mean, your nat 1 outbeats my 3.
Amazing.
Yeah, 25.
All right. So we've got the two ones were a 1 and a 3.
No, I mean 10 is
Oh.
what my final.
And I'm at 11.
Okay. So those of you that got over 10 smell the scent of home cooked pies, which you think is odd in the middle of these damp caverns and tunnels. As
Okay.
you
Yeah, you say dank.
damp. Damp. I don't know if I want to use dank here.
Uh,
What is dank? Would that be a good descriptor word for here?
it is. It
Okay.
is unpleasantly moist.
What was the word I was thinking of when you said dank?
Like.
We're not mind readers.
Yeah, probably. Probably. So yeah, back to its original. But yes, dank and damp.
Dank and damp.
You come. They're caves. They're caves. So, as you follow along the path, following Mishkin's nose, he starts talking about this friend that he has named Alice. No, she's down here. She's been down in these caves for a while. She's cursed, you see, and he kind of whispers a little bit. She's cursed to help travelers. So be nice, be on your best behavior. She's an old friend to the dwarves. But here's her hut now.
She's cool. She's cool. Be cool.
I vouch for her. I vouch for her. You come around a corner, and you see a hut that's all encased in glass, and it's very well lit on the inside. There's trees and plants, and an unnatural number of cats in
There's
there.
trees?
Trees.
Really?
Yes.
Neatos.
Trees, cats, plants.
Yeah,
As-
sure. Cats. Yeah, that's right.
As you get closer, you also see a strange-looking bear. At least you think it's a bear. It's black and white, but you've never seen anything like that from where you guys are from. So, as you approach this hidden hut, a young woman comes out. Welcome, Alice.
Hi, travelers. How are you doing?
Oh, Alice, it's good. So good to see you again. It's so good to see you.
Oh, it's been way too long. Come on in.
These are my new friends. This is Ezrin. Ezrin, say hi.
Hello.
Wrinkles.
How's it going?
Mauricio.
She nods.
And the leader of our small party, Davron.
Nice to meet you, man.
Now, as I was saying, Alice is down here cursed to help all the lost travelers through, and we sure do appreciate that help. Thank you.
Oh, pish posh. It's no curse. I love to help. Now come on in and have some pie.
Oh, thank you. So we follow Alice into her hut, and on the inside, Alice, why don't you tell us what it's like on the inside?
It's a cozy little cottage. There's a kitchen and just a little bed in the corner. It's nothing fancy. Just enough for little old me and some space on the floor. for anybody who needs a rest.
No, I call the easy chair in the corner, and you lads can have the floor.
Do you keep track of all your cats?
Oh no, they come and go as they please. I feed them when they come, but they're all sweethearts. They just do what they want.
Wrinkles licks his teeth.
Davron pipes up, and yes. That big black and white one out there, that doesn't look like a cat.
Oh, it's not. Just don't worry about him. His name's Kevin. He's a sweetheart.
You, as you look at Kevin, you see that he's circled around by a low fence with only 2 rungs around the entire perimeter. Is there anything else you guys would like to ask Alice?
Can I perform a stealth check?
Well, what would you like to do?
I just want to sneak out a little bit, hang outside.
Yeah.
Find a cat or 2.
Stealth away.
Pie's not to your liking.
Not 20. I just got 33, dog.
Okay. All right. So you go unnoticed as Alice kind of starts talking about dinner.
Excellent.
You guys are gonna love it. I'm making some mashed potatoes, and I've got this nice little casserole that I've been working on. It's just amazing.
Where did Wrinkles go? I could swear he was here. I hope he didn't get lost. He was here, wasn't he?
Don't worry,
Can I
he'll
roll a
find his way.
perception check?
Yeah, roll perception.
I got an 18 on perception. Did I hear that?
Yeah.
Excellent. So I pipe up from what seems to be just a room away. I'm just like,
Oh, I'm just petting the cats. I'm just getting familiar.
Oh, good. Dinner's almost ready. Come on in.
I continue to pet the cats.
I'll walk in.
Okay. Everybody else follows suit.
Yeah, I want some pie.
Yeah, Ezra's gonna follow it. Yeah.
I like to think that Wrinkles is already inside. He went inside to pet one of the cats on the inside.
Yes.
I love that. All right. So you sit around and kind of just small talk a little bit. Mishkin and Alice are talking excitedly about the excitedly about the statue that they are almost completed, and although she's never seen it, she knows about it and is very excited for the dwarves. Dinner happened. You guys all sit down at the table, and she serves the dinner, and like she said, it's a bunch of mashed potatoes. As you start to eat it, you can't help but taste what you think cat and bear would taste like.
The Goblin Pub doesn't care.
No. Nah, dog.
It's good eats. Good eat.
Davron
not
puts on
much
a
down
smile.
here. There's not much down here, but I work with what I have.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Now we've got another long day ahead of us of traveling. Like I said, we're about halfway there, so I suggest we get some sleep. Thank you, Alice, for indulging us tonight, and as always, it's a pleasure to see you when we're passing through. Thank you.
Of course, stop by anytime. You guys are lovely.
Well, I know I am.
Now I should note something strange happens here. Alice won't let me in on her secrets, but when you fall asleep, you don't wake up here. You wake up further along on your journey. I don't know how she does it. So when you wake up, if you're not inside of here, just wake up the rest of the party, and we'll continue on.
I think it's the cat meat.
As he says that, everybody kind of starts to get drowsy.
Definitely the cat meat.
You say definitely
Totally
the
the-
cat and fall asleep with a smile on your face.
Wrinkles, how many should we eat?
Right before I fall asleep, I think to myself, "No, it's the potatoes."
Oh.
Potatoes. Okay. Thank you, Alice, for indulging us on the episode. Appreciate it. Everybody, give Alice a round of applause. She did.
Hey!
Yay!
He didn't say cheer; he just said round of applause.
Well, she's gone now, so she didn't even hear the clapping.
This is the sound of one hand clapping.
Gross.
Now that's dank. Now that's dank.
And this is the sound of two people who are breaking social distancing clapping.
All right.
Carry on.
So the party wakes the next morning, well rested, in a just another chamber. Alice's hidden hut is nowhere to be seen. As you continue walking, led by Mishkin, he says, "You guys come to this large cavern with a slow-running river that goes through it, and this is a wide river."
Are we still in the cavern?
You're still in the cave system, yes.
Gotcha. Okay, just wanted to make sure, like, we were okay.
Yes. This large, slow-moving river, as you guys come across it, Mishkin starts kind of not undressing, but kind of loosening things up, like he's getting ready to get into the water and swim across. Now, I need to tell you about this water. We call it the waters of mischief, you see, because mischief happens to anybody that goes through it. Curious things happen to those that enter the water, but nothing too dangerous, you see. Only one death on record, as a matter of fact. So come along, don't be afraid. It's nothing that won't wear off in time. And he starts to proceed across the water.
Cool. I uncork one of my other. I just quickly slip a flask out, pop the cork, swig it, and then just walk into the water.
Okay. What does the? Is that just like?
My head goes all the way under. Bloop, and I just keep
What was in the flask?
Hopefully, it's water breathing.
We'll
A
find
little
out.
rum, a little bit of rum mixed into it.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That was my lesser anti-plague.
Davron, what do you do?
I hold on tight to my shield and my sword, and I just walk in.
Okay. Mauricio.
I hesitate.
Kind of stand on the banks and wait for what happens to everybody else.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on in, Mauricio. The water's fine.
I'm gonna use my ageless patience and do a perception check
Okay.
on this water to see if I can figure out if there's anything weird about it.
Do you have Arcana at all?
Me?
Mauricio? Yes.
+1 to it.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. Instead of a perception.
You can percept, I guess.
Okay. Okay, so 3 plus 14 on the perception, and then do you want me to do?
Yeah, just because it's fun to roll dice.
Yeah, you want to do Arcana then? Arcana.
Yes.
12.
All right, so the water looks normal, but as you kind of are thinking maybe there's some sort of magical properties, you sense that there definitely are some sort of magical properties in the water that would manifest itself in these mischievous ways that Mishkin talked about. But it's just a slow-moving river. It doesn't look like it'd be super deep. I mean, there will be parts that even the tallest of you will need to swim. But the water is definitely over Wrinkle's head. That's for darn sure.
All right. I enter in. I go into the water and start walking across.
Ezra?
Ezrin, how wide is this river?
It's probably 40 yards.
40 yards. Okay.
I don't know what that is in meters.
Yeah, it's a slightly
less.
It's a stone's throw away.
Stone's throw, if you will.
As the crow flies.
It's a goblin stone throw to the other side.
Yeah, I was gonna try something, but that seems a little too far fetched. So I'm just gonna bite the bullet and enter the waters and cross with everyone else.
And he loses all his magical powers.
I like how stone's throw was our international measurement there. All right.
No. It was a goblin stone throw. That's even more, in depth. So we kind of really like,
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows how far a goblin
Look
can
at
throw.
you, your short little arms.
Hey, I don't know. I'm pretty calculated in my throws.
Precise.
Yeah,
All right.
see,
Right in the face.
I need everybody to roll a D100.
Ooh. I don't have one of those.
You should have two
Your
10.
D10. Yeah, your two D10s.
And let's just clear the air right here. If it's 0, 0, 0,
It's 100.
that's 100.
So you
80.
can't get 0.
You cannot get 0. The lowest you can get is 1.
88.
88.
61.
61 for Mauricio.
60.
60 for Davron.
90 for Ezrin. Or Ezrin.
90 for Ezra.
Get it straight, man.
All right. So, when let's see, who rolled the 88? Was that you, Jakers?
Yes,
Wrinkle.
sir.
When Wrinkles gets to the other side, you notice that your right toes exchange places with your right fingers.
I immediately pull out my notebook and I take
Pull
a,
off your boot.
yep, and I take a flask and I dip it into the water.
And I was wondering if you're going to take a flask.
And I discreetly label the flask.
Are
Yeah,
you
Ron.
right-handed?
I'm ambidextrous, yo.
Now he's right-footed. Davron, you grow the legs of a black goat.
Where does he grow them?
In place of your old legs, your legs turn into goat legs.
I just thought about your question.
Fantastic.
So clever. I love
Oh, look at the fawn.
Do I get any bonuses to jumping aspects?
You get a +1 to jumping aspects.
What about climbing?
I don't know.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be super pertinent for this episode.
Remember, this is a one-shot, guys, so
This is a
we don't need to
one-shot.
know too much.
All right.
Moving on.
Mauricio, a doppelganger of yourself is instantly created 5 feet away from you. This doppelganger turns to you, greets you slightly with a slight head bow, and then wanders off through one of the caves.
Ciao.
And Ezrin, you find yourself equipped with an old scythe.
Cool.
So Mishkin kind of makes a fire just to dry off a little bit.
What did Michigan get?
Would you like to ask him?
Yes.
I'll just... Yeah, sure. Someone can ask him.
I will.
Hey, Michigan, anything interesting happened to you in the water?
Oh, something interesting happened. I ought not mention it to the wide fan base that you are developing.
And after he builds the fire, he excuses himself for a minute.
Oh, man.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Poor Michigan.
Cold water.
Davron.
Cold
what's
water.
your party?
I'm in the pool.
All right. So you
Davron.
Go ahead.
Looks at the pool. Looks at the party, and he says, "Did he say how long these effects were gonna last? Because it's starting to look bad."
Oh, so funny.
All right. So he comes back, and you guys kind of all sit around the fire, and yeah, these the effects vary from person to person. I haven't seen that. I must admit. And he kind of chuckles a little bit. Legs of a goat.
Yeah, that's interesting. All right.
After you dry off and warm up around the fire, you get your gear back on and continue on your way.
Do.
You come to an area that is very clearly under construction. A bunch of dwarves are mining out this area, and it looks like they're trying to fortify against it from anybody that might wander into the caves this way. There's scaffolding and blueprints and the like kind of around. Everybody go ahead and make a perception roll.
27.
13.
It's 22.
17.
Okay. Who rolled the 27?
Davron.
Davron, your keen eyes sense a watch, kind of somebody that's on the lookout for anybody coming this way. A small lad with carrying a horn. Everybody else kind of sees the same thing, but Wrinkles notices something different. He sees a barrel that he doesn't recognize the markings on. So, do with that as you will.
Was anybody around that barrel?
No, it's just kind of there. It's kind of like a work site. Imagine a work site. It's like it's over by the dumpster.
Fantastic. I'm gonna go investigate that barrel.
Okay. Go ahead. As you go over to investigate the barrel, then the stout young lad blows the horn. You look up, Wrinkles, and he's not looking at you. He's looking at Mishkin and the rest of the party. Master Mishkin, you've come home at last. He's finally back, everybody. And everybody kind of turns and looks and starts cheering. Woo! And you can clearly see that it is indeed a momentous occasion for Mishkin to be returning with this long-awaited Eye of the Dragon. So everybody kind of like comes down and starts, gathering around the party and, slapping people on the backs. And as you look around, you start to see people coming out from dwarves coming out from a number of different expertly hewn caverns where you'd presume that most of the villagers live in this Stoneform Village. Mishkin, did you want to do anything else over by there?
Mishkin?
I'm sorry, not Mishkin. Yeah, Mishkin? No, I'm over with everybody else, getting a warm welcome.
Winky face.
Wrinkles.
Yeah. I'm gonna check this barrel real quick now.
You look at it and you see kind of residue on the outside, on the inside of this barrel. And it's glowing slightly. Do you have Arcana?
Yeah, I do. I mean, can I also check it with alchemy?
Yeah.
Or intelligence?
Yeah, alchemy would probably be your high suit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it with alchemy.
Okay, that's gonna be a 25.
Do you touch it at all?
Well, I pull out my instruments.
Okay. So as you pull out your instruments, I imagine you have some sort of poking stick.
Yes.
You kind of poke at the residue. There's a small little puddle in the bottom. You kind of poke at it a little bit, and it sticks to the end of your quote unquote instrument. You put it down on a table to kind of get a closer look at it. But as you do that, you misjudge putting it on the table, and it falls off, and the end sticks into the stone. The end that was glowing kind of and sticks into the stone.
Like, does it phase into it, like, or?
Almost
It-
like it's cutting the stone.
So I basically sorted in the stone my little prodding instrument.
Yeah, but you can pull it out, and when you pull it out, then the glowing effect of it is gone, and whatever was on it has been used up in
So-
cutting through the stone.
So it seems to have moved the depth of how much of the special sauce was on the instrument.
Correct.
Fantastic. I pull out my notebook.
Okay. Make special note.
Uh-huh.
Mishkin sees you back there, and he kind of come along, Wrinkles. I'll explain.
Yeah, real fast. I roll a stealth check. Fantastic. All right. I got 20.
Okay.
And can I stealthily scoop some of that into a flask?
Yeah. You don't get very much. Just maybe a tablespoon's worth, if tablespoons were a thing.
Feel great.
Okay. So then do you hustle up?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So he kind of talks about. You probably noticed the barrel of enchanting goodness that we've been blessed with. You see, this cave system has been enchanted entirely by the green dragon, and only he has the power to sort of carve out anything. So all that you see here has been graciously provided by us to us by the green dragon. So if we need to do any work to it, then we must coat our pickaxes and our shovels and all of our cutting tools with this magical essence provided to us by the green dragon to cut through this enchanted stone. But you know better. There's some alchemical properties, you know.
Excellent. I jot down what he said in my notebook.
You say anything about it being alchemical in nature and not magical?
Nah, man. They want to believe in this crazy green dragon. That's their face.
Y'all crazy.
Yeah, God.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything to this construction site?
No.
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to write a note in the stone for future progeny. No, I'm messing.
Watch yourself.
I know.
No, that's what you write.
Chickadee, check yourself.
Watch yourself.
All right. So you continue on, and you follow the dwarves and their families through a kind of a whitish tavern, almost like the hall of a high school type thing. That's about with lockers on the sides. No, that's about this size. No lockers, but it's very obvious that this is the entrance into like from the village into where their place of worship is. And as you're coming up to the official entrance of this chapel, as it were, then you see a rather large dwarf sitting at a table, writing in a ledger things that other dwarfs have brought. Things like, coin or food, just kind of whatever they have, almost as though it's a tithe. Do you guys try and provide anything to kind of follow suit?
Ezrin will toss in a gold piece.
Okay. Like he's making a wish. Kisses it. Get yourself
pretty
a
much.
knife. Okay. The large dwarf, thank you, and meticulously writes down and your name, if you will.
I'll give my name there, Ezrin.
Oh, could you spell that?
E-Z-R-E-N.
You see him write down the E and the Z, and then he just kind of like scribbles the rest a little bit, kind of like he doesn't, okay, all right, all right. Anybody else offer anything?
I'll throw on a silver piece.
Okay. Does the same thing. Do you offer or do you give him the name?
Yeah, it's Davron.
D-A-H-O-M.
D-A-V-R-O-N.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, I'll put a lesser elixir of life in there.
Ooh, well done. Well done. Okay. And I think that just leaves Mauricio.
She walks up and drops down 2 silver pieces.
Okay. Do you ask for change?
No.
Can I get 5 coppers back? Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm on a pretty strict budget.
Asking.
What'd you say?
It said asking for a friend.
Oh, I don't want it. It's for my deity.
She walks away afterwards. She doesn't say anything. Just drops 2 silver pieces and walks away.
Goes and finds a seat. So you see, as you come down these stairs and you see, you make your offerings, and when you turn to the left, then you see this grand statue of this dragon that's been carved out, and you know instantly this is the one that they've spent years and years carving out, and it looks good. It looks really good. But the dwarves are all gathering in their pews, and you see, you guys are kind of the last ones to come in. Do you guys sit down in the pews as well?
Yeah, I'll join them.
I was going to say you should know that Michigan has explicitly invited you to the ceremony, so it's not like you're invading.
Got nothing else to do.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay. All right. So Michigan kind of looks at you and is like, "All right, you wait here. This is my big part," and he's very excited about it. So he goes up to the front, and who you would imagine to be the chief comes out from a side door and says, "Friends, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. It's very exciting to have this statue almost done. I don't want to hinder its progress anymore, so let's do away with the pomp and circumstance and place it in."
Hey, real quickly, I didn't sit down. I didn't want to sit down. I was just going to stand in the back and kind of be on ready.
Okay.
And on guard, just in case.
All right. And as you're watching, then you see Michigan come up and out from this cloth that he's been carrying on his person the whole time. He reveals this giant emerald the size of your fist, and he offers it to the chief, and the chief takes it, and as he's about to place it in the dragon's eye, then you hear horns coming from the door that he entered in, which you would imagine lead to the outside. These are horns that were different from the ones that you initially heard when you came to that construction site where they're working on fortifying their inner defenses. As the ceremony kind of stops and everybody looks at the door, and you see a dwarf that's seen a lot, and you can just kind of tell he's got scars on his faces and stuff. Says, "The sky's on fire! Come quickly, the sky's on fire! I've never seen anything like it." Everybody kind of panics a little bit and follows him out through that direction. Do you guys follow along?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So everybody kind of clears out of the cavern and goes outside, and you find yourself following just the crowd, and you come out the face of the cavern, and you look to your right and you see kind of a stream coming out, and you look to your left and you see another stream coming out of the mountain, and you're on the face of this cliff that goes out a little ways, but you can tell that there's a cliff, and you look over and you see the Wishode Sea off in the distance. And as you look to the southwest, you see indeed that the sky is on fire, and you sense something coming in that fire. You can't tell what it is, but as it gets closer and closer, you're hit with a blast, and everything goes black. That's it, everybody. Thank you for listening into this one shot. We hope it makes it to the final edit and you guys get to hear it. And stay safe out there. With that,
Metagaming.
D5.
D5.